I feel sorry for everybody. Ow! I'm going to show you out the big window in my bedroom. Oh, my back's a hurting. Show the snow. If I can get my camera turned around. See, there's the snow. About 4 or 5 inches, somewhere like this. Look at this snow. Yeah, but I can't even get out of my driveway. If you look at the back of my car, you see I'd be pushing the snow if I was to leave. Let's go out and look at my living room window. And hello, Yoakum. Yes, I got my socks on because it's cold. And it's got 69 in the house. And here's my porch with the kitty cats out there. You know, there's a little bit the baby, and the wildcat, and the captain. And people, that's a whole lot of snow. Turn my CB radio down. Look, this is the west side of my house, and I don't see no 18-wheelers because they got parts of Indiana Road shut down. Up around Madison, Indiana, on Highway 7, that goes into North Vernon, Indiana. It's shut down. And people, it's bad here. They got all the churches around here and in Kentucky closed. I would say no school tomorrow. I see some cat tracks. I say we work on the and people, it's bad. What? What you doing? And they're sliding off. Yeah, you should pull down a little bit. They're sliding off like crazy. And between here and Indianapolis is bad. Between here and St. Louis is bad. They recommend that everybody stay home, you know, because it's bad. The birdies is getting out there eating in the bird feeder. I'm back in the bedroom. See, there's the birds eating in the bird feeder. Look at that snow. You see a few cat tracks. But they've been on the porch mostly all night. There's some more cat tracks. On to the east side. Look at that snow. I haven't seen one county, either Scott County or Clark County Highway Department out cleaning the roads. They supposed to clean this up, you know, because the map I got when I bought this house back in 2018, somewhere like that. That's when I moved in, was 2018. It's a county road. On the map, it says it's a county road, but the Crooked Courthouse says it's private road. And I can't find out when they closed it. There's no records of it at Clark County Courthouse. showing when it was closed. You can see the creek there, there's snow there, and it's probably ice. Like I say, I'm bound, people. And they recommend that everybody stay in. And if you can't go have church, that's okay. You can watch it. You can watch it on TV or radio. This is, probably not. I don't know how the churches does things on the radio. I'm gonna put it in my tripod. And people, I got a bit of snow, and it's still snowing. They said it's supposed to snow until tomorrow. They got some of the interstate shut down. They got some of the roads shut down. And at least the birds is eating. There's a red bird out there now. I slept pretty good, but my back is hurting. Well, I got that 22 bullet in me. I wasn't going to do a live. I tried to videotape, but now there's a blue jay out there. And it's bad here, people in southern Indiana and other states. They showed on the news earlier where ICE killed another guy yesterday. And ICE agent shoved this woman to the ground. Maybe it was Minnesota. Somewhere you all seen it on your news. Supposedly, they found a gun on this guy they killed. Supposedly. And the state's attorney asked ICE to preserve the evidence. But they also ask anybody who has videos, they like to have a copy of it. People is getting mad about ICE. And they talk about these ICE agents. I don't know what state it is. You probably saw it on the news. They was going into a church. You don't violate the Constitution of the United States. You don't do that. All police officers, city, county, state, federal, and your service people takes an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. They're not doing it. As you saw on the news last week, ICE agent arrested a father and a 5-year-old kid. I think 5-year-old. I could be wrong. They're U.S. citizens. I don't know where they are, but you can watch the news. Maybe it's in the Google stuff. My son sees stuff on, I guess you call it Bing, something like that. And people, it's bad. And with the ice and the snow, it's slick as the cat's rear end. It's slick. And I'm not going nowhere. Got nothing to do this week. I just had to do a little bit about I guarantee you 709. I don't know how your people can survive up there. Cause what we got, Saturday and today and what we gonna get tomorrow, we're gonna be hurting. I hope everybody has plenty of food. I hope you keep warm. Hope you have generators in case your electricity goes out. You know what happened, people? When ice gets on those power lines, it's going to freeze and it's going to snap. And it's going to take hours to get back. And like I say, it shows it's 69 in the house. I got sitting on 70, so it's 69 in the house. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff on the news. They had a segment. People, they have said on the local news, I'm watching WHAS right now on my TV. They talking with the governor. It's 10:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It shows it's 15 degrees outside. If I had a four-wheel drive, would I get out? I wouldn't get out even if I have a four-wheel drive right now. They got the National Guard out. And State Highway, they're working hard. God bless the good people it's out there. And I feel sorry for myself and where I live in Clark County, Indiana, because these idiots don't give a crap about us, especially in the northern part of Clark County. I see a daddy red bird and a mommy red bird out there. Like I said, I filled my bird feeder up yesterday. It took, I guess, maybe a quart, whatever one of those pictures is, maybe 2 quarts or quart, I don't know. What? Look, hello, Margaret. This is Margaret, the number one mama cat. That's Alexi's mother. That's Kathy's grandmother. It's Alexi's grandmother. I slept pretty. People, like I say, they're making it rough out there, ICE is. Violating your Constitution rights. I know they got a job to do, but they don't have to break the Constitution of the United States. Uphold the Constitution of the United States. You serve people. We all took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. I did in 1970 to uphold the Constitution of the United States. There's something I saw this morning that President Trump is trying to get Canada to do something. I think it's China. Hello, three neighbor gambling. Hello. And why should the United States tell Canada what to do? Hey, we got problems right here in the United States. Forget about Canada, Greenland. Let's take care of us first. Let's take care of us first. We are important. I know some people gripe because of homeless people, homeless vets. Why are they homeless? The jobs move or they got laid off. But most of the jobs is moving outside the United States. And I found out something Friday. Clark County property taxes is higher in Scott County, which is north of me. You know, the other side of this county road is in Scott County. That property taxes is a whole lot cheaper in Clark County. Why is it, people? I could tell you why. The industrial park we got in Charlestown and Jeffersonville, to get a new business in there, it probably happens in other parts of the United States. To get business to come into your state like they are here in Indiana, you don't have to pay property taxes for about 10 years. That means us property owners here in Indiana has to make up for those idiots that don't pay property taxes. That's how come my property taxes is high here in Clark County, Indiana. But Scott County is a whole lot cheaper. They got a whole lot of business in Scott County, Indiana. And when's it all going to stop? You know, when is it going to stop, people? And I just like to know, when's it going to stop? Three neighbor gaming. I wish I could play some games, you know, but the new computer I got almost a year ago, next month in February, as I've told you, and your younger people helped me buy that computer because you told me what to get since I'm on YouTube, likes to play games and stuff like that, the graphics card. You all helped me buy that computer from Amazon. People, stay away from Amazon, especially third party. The third party, you can look it up on Amazon on computers. Their third party is PC Online. Look PC Online up in your search engine. And scroll down to the BBB, the Better Business Bureau. You will see over 200 complaints about that. They do third party with Amazon, Walmart, what is it? Noogie, N-E-G-G, Noogie, or whatever it's called. And I like to play games. I love to play games. My iPhone, you know, if I ever get the money, I'm going back to an Android phone. Because I am so fed up with Apple. They expect you to buy everything. And I just can't afford no more bills. And on the Android phone, you can get an app to clean all your cash out, this and that out. On an Apple phone, you have to pay for it. Why can't they add that app where you can clean each app out of the cache and everything else you do to get your 64 gigs down to zero? And thanks to your younger people who educate this old man of 71 plus, that when you get a cell phone, you want something 128 up to 1 TB in your cell phone. Why is it? Thanks to your young people who educate me. You update your apps, and it takes memory away from your cell phone, at least Apple. Because Android's got an app that you can delete your cache and this and that. But I want to thank all your new subscribers, the watch hours. People, I need to get my watch hours up. If you can help me. You know, God will reward you for your good deeds if you believe God. You can go to my YouTube in the description of my channel. It gives you my post office box, my PayPal account, my Cash App account. Anything that you can help me out, I appreciate it. Only a few people got my cell phone number, got my home address, and one person back in December said they was going to send me something to my post office box. Well, it didn't happen. And I got a text this one person, and because I remember him saying something that he was going to send me. That was a couple of weeks ago, but you know, people does make mistakes. They get busy. But people, it's bad here. Of the snow. This ain't gonna be no hour video. Not this morning. I want to show you the snow where I live. Because I told you if we get 4 inches of snow, I can't get out of my driveway. I can't even back up into the main driveway. Because as much snow we got, I be like I'm pushing the snow. I got good tires on the front of my car, but it still will spin. Maybe I need a Land Rover or a Jeep. You know, but I just can't afford no more bills on my income. You know, they always tell you if you keep your temperature about 69 degrees, 69 to 7 degrees, your bill's not going to be high. That's funny. It seems they charge you more in the wintertime on your electric bill. When you people thinking of building a house, make sure you have a house with a basement in it or a crawl space. Hi from London. Hello, Joe. I saw you on somebody else's channel. What was it? Maybe you was on Sassy Sunflower's YouTube channel, I think, a day or so ago. Yeah, I think it was Sassy Sunflower. Thank you for getting on her YouTube channel. And you see how Sassy Sunflower runs her YouTube channel. I give her a big hand. She's meaner than I am. She don't put up with no bull crap. She got some good moderators. I like to have some of her moderators up here on my channel. She does DoorDash deliveries. She did it Friday and yesterday. She's not married. Just by listening to her talk, I think she's too wild for this old man. Plus, she's about 2,000 miles away from me. And she's just too wild for this old man. You know, she's been single for years. She don't mess around. You know, I wish I knew about her YouTube channel when I first started. I thought I was mean to people on my YouTube channel. She's worse than me. But she got over 3,000, I think 400 subscribers. She's monetized. I think she's on Twitch. And she's a great lady, people. She's a great lady. Her hair is black now. She dyed it, I think, for Thursday or Friday, I think. It was maybe red. But any of your people that goes to her channel, be polite. Because, you know, I get a kick out of watching Sassy Sunflower's YouTube channel. She got her own community rules, just like YouTube. And but she don't want nobody on her YouTube that's under 15 years old. Even the ones at 15 years old, well, before my computer broke down 709, I used to do Twitch and YouTube. And I had it on my Apple phone. And it was pretty good. I picked up people from Twitch. And those people on Twitch, I got to give them a big hand. They're very smart. They're smart about computers. They're smart about cell phones. And that's how come people I chose is to listen to those people on computers and cell phones by watching them and asking them questions. And I had a few people on Twitch say, what are you planning to do with a laptop or a desktop? I tell them, be on YouTube, learn how to edit, maybe play some games on it. They told me on my HP, I got 1 gigabyte of hard drive. I got the graphics card that they recommend and the RAM. Then I got screwed by Amazon and PC Online. You can learn quite a bit, people, from Twitch and the younger people on YouTube. I don't have Facebook because they violate people's constitution rights. I won't have it on my cell phone. I got a friend who comes up here to my YouTube channel and he shares it to his Facebook. I appreciate it. He lives in Kentucky. And like he told me this morning, Kentucky, where he lives in Louisville, Kentucky, it's bad over there. And I figure, people, with this much snow and as cold as it is, there'd be no school in this part of Indiana and in Kentucky. You all know where Fort Knox, Kentucky is, the Army base. They got it bad down there in Fort Knox. And as they said here on TV, you don't have to get out, stay at home. I know people, tomorrow's Monday. You won't be able to go to work. Indiana is a nice place. It's a nice place. But where I live in Clark County, that's close to Louisville, Kentucky, their property taxes is high. Clark County property taxes is too high. People complain they don't do anything because Clark County is crooked. They're crooked as you can be. The sheriff is crooked. The sheriff that we had 4 years ago, Jamie Noe. You can go to YouTube and type in Jamie Noe into your YouTube. He retired from Indiana State Police. Then he came the sheriff for 2 terms. That's 8 years. He stole over $3 million from the citizens of Clark County. Stole from the jail commission money, stole from the Utica Fire Department money, stole from New Chapel Ambulance Service. I like to see all fire departments over the United States have a board meeting every month. Are there any states that know of not being safe? There's a whole lot of states. Some in Kentucky, some in California, some in Florida. Nobody's safe here in the United States. And have you all seen, probably in the UK, what happened in Minnesota on the ice? They think they cannot get arrested. I don't know how it is in the UK. But here in the United States, all police officers, city, county, state, and federal, and the people in the service, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, we all take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. We cannot break the Constitution of the United States. You all hear me talk about ICE. ICE killed another person yesterday. My question to your civilians and the news media, your congressmen, your senators, wherever you live in the United States, where are those body cam footage? Why is ICE hiding those body cameras that they wear? Why are they hiding it when ICE agent Ross killed Renee up in Minnesota on the 7th of January? Cold-blooded murder her. You know, the FBI went to his house, took a bunch of crap out of his house, but the FBI is not going to do anything. They're going to cover it up. Like you heard on the news, no matter where you live, they can't get arrested. Bull crap. You break the Constitution of the United States, you don't have no immunity. You take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. You're breaking it. I know you people like you, Joe, you study history and civics. I don't know if they teach it in school. And I forgot what I was going to say. But the FBI is going to cover it up. Take my word, FBI going to cover it up. I know you people been on me. Ask yourself, where is their body cam footage? Ask yourself, what are they trying to hide? The only thing ICE is supposed to do on the illegal, your drug dealers, your rapists, your gang members, your child traffickers, that's all, and murderers. That's all they're supposed to do. You know, but President Trump and Vance jumped the gun by backing those ICE agents. That's a no-no. I voted for Trump in that November year. But I'm 50%. 50% Democrat, 50% Republican. And I vote for the person who I can think do a better job. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Adolf Hitler. Who remember what Adolf Hitler did to the Jews? Put them in concentration camps, burned them in their furnace, cremated them, killed them. And Adolf Hitler is a dictator. Look what's going on here in the United States with ICE. ICE is like Adolf Hitler, German Gestapo, killing people. That's exactly the same thing Trump is doing. He's acting like a dictator. Like I told you, I'm 50-50. I wonder when ICE is going to kill some African American people. You look at those protests all over the United States. Where is the black people? And who is, in a way, I know your African American people are legal, but go back to your ancestors. Go back to your ancestors when the slave people brought the African American people to the United States. That makes African American people illegal immigrants. That's a fact. Do your homework. Go back in history. I dated black girls. They're nice. They're nice, some of the white women that I dated. But people, when Veronica Taylor got murdered in Louisville, Kentucky years ago by the Louisville Police Department, there was protests all over the United States, especially around here. White people join you all because it could have been them. You know, I'm asking your people to help us out because it could be you next that they were killed. If they really want to get down to it, people, I'm not a lawyer. African American people here in the United States, if you go what Trump and ICE and Border Patrol doing, you are illegal. Because your ancestors was kidnapped from where? Africa and wherever else that good African American people came from is illegal. Does that make your people, it's 50, 100 years old, does that make your illegal aliens? Just think about it, because you're all very smart people. Just like last Monday was MLK, Martin Luther King Day, last Monday. I went to one of his get-together before he got murdered. And the rights he fought for, it's not just your African American people, it was for all of us nationalities here in the United States. Just think about it. I'm not a racist person. Knock on wood that I went to Charlestown High School in Charlestown, Indiana. We all sit at the same lunch table. We use the same drinking fountain. We use the same bathroom. We use the same shower rooms. And when we took PE, I'm glad I went to Charlestown. Other parts of Clark County wasn't like it, but Charlestown was the only school like it in Clark County. New Washington, Henryville, Sellersburg, Jeffersonville. You had to be out of town by sundown or they hang you. That's a fact. I treat everybody equal. I can't say it. Our stupid president trying to get Canada to, I saw it this morning, either talk with China or some other foreign country. I saw what President Trump was trying to do to Greenland. Man, we got enough problems here in the United States. Leave Canada alone. Leave Greenland alone. People, when are we going to stop this bull crap? I see a blue jay out there in the bird feeder. I'm still looking out the window. It's snowing small snowflakes, fine snowflakes. You seen some of cat litter that you all use, the kind that you could scoop away. You see how fine that is in those cat litter. That's what it's doing. It's real tiny snowflakes. As my dad and both of my grandpa taught me, when it snows real small flakes, it's going to snow a long time. What's that cereal? Cornflakes? Yeah, cornflakes is maybe about a half inch. If you get snowflakes like that, well, if it's warm in UK, that's one thing I've learned about robins, Joe, that robins don't eat birdseed. They eat fishing worms. I don't know why they won't eat birdseed. That's something it's between them and God. But usually, what the little birds would do when they get in the bird feeder, they would knock the bird seed out on the ground where the big birds like the blue jays, the pigeons. I'm going to have to go over in the other tree. It's like a W. I got three big limbs that goes out. There's a space there. It got leaves in it. I'm going to have to clean that out where I can put some bird seed there. I got a very smart woodpecker. When I got bird seed in the tree, that woodpecker fly to that tree, walk backwards. It gets down and eat what they're going to eat. Then they walk back up the tree where they're higher in the house. Then they take off. I'll be sitting here, and some birds, they don't look where they're going. They hit my big picture window. But that woodpecker is very smart. He came one day last week. I like red birds. They always said red birds is kind of like an angel. I'm looking up at the main road. Still, there ain't been no county highway trucks from either Clark County or Scott County. I was talking to a guy uh, probably 3 weeks ago where he lives. He lives south of me. I forget the road. He got a hill. The county don't clean that road, even with 2 police officers. Well, as today, people, the way it looks, those 2 police officers can't get out. They can't get out. I don't think Clark County has, they did have a Jeep Gladiator. I don't know if they still got that or not. They used to have some Hummers that they got from the Army or from the government. But thanks to Jamie No, he sold all that crap, put the money in his pocket. That's a fact. And the sheriff we got, Scotty Maple, said he turned him in. Well, he lied. He didn't do that. There's a YouTuber that you can go to, and it's called For Public Safety. That's Chris and Tiffany, who lives here in Indiana. They're the ones who brought all the investigation into Jamie No. And like I say, people, Clark County is crooked. You got what they call the good old boys, the Republicans in Clark County. The good old boys. They stick together, but they crooked. If you got enough money here in Clark County, you can get out of anything. Any paperwork that they got in the courthouse would disappear. That's how bad it is here in Clark County. And I want to thank you all, new subscribers. I'm just doing an update of this snow. I should be back tonight around 9 to 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I say, well, I looked out my west side kitchen window towards 65. I don't see any traffic on I-65. I say they got probably all the highways shut down. I know northeast of me, around Madison, Indiana, which is Jefferson County, Indiana, on Highway 7, they closed the road last night. They got roads that's closed now. And knowing how they work, since that keeps snowing like this, that they can push the snow, but as soon as they push it, it's right back. You know, if you don't have to get out and you people has to work tomorrow, well, you got snow. Like I know there's people that works at Ford Motor Company, Toyota in Kentucky, Amazon in Jeffersonville, Indiana. You won't be able to go to work, but knowing Amazon, you either show up or you're fired. But people, think of your safety if you think of getting out tomorrow. I tell you right now, there'll be no school open tomorrow here in Indiana and Kentucky. That's a fact. I might be 71 plus years old. With my old age, I've seen stuff. That's how come I try to help you all out. And if it's bad, people, where you live and you can't get out, don't even try to go to work. Just call in, whatever you have to do. Say, I can't get out. They haven't cleaned the roads. They got the expressway shut down like they do here. They got it shut down. And I just want you all to be safe. I know you all need the money. But what is your life work taking care of your spouse and your children, your grandkids? It's not safe to get out in this type of weather. You might have a four-wheel drive, but four-wheel drives ain't going to work on ice. It's cold, especially where I'm at. Louisville, Kentucky's only about 27 miles south of me. That's how far I am from the Kentucky border. And if you, I hope some of you got a wood stove to keep warm in case electricity goes out. I hope you got some generators in case the electricity go out. There's a generator. They're not advertising because you have to have a gas line or LP tank to use that generator. It's one of those big ones that you can run the whole house on. Maybe you could get some of those, what they call those buddy heaters. You take those little propane bottles, but you got to have carbon detectors in your house. You might want to leave your windows open a little bit because it is LP. But by having a basement, people, I know it costs more money to build a basement. You can have a wood stove in your basement. They have a wall, concrete wall. You can put that clay pipe in it. Then you put your flue pipe in it. And you have your outside with your flue pipe and everything else in it. That'll keep you warm. I learned a lesson that I had a wood stove in the basement when I lived in my grandmother's house, just like that. We cut holes between the basement and the other floor, put vents in it, and that heat from the wood stove, as you know, heat rises. That heated the whole house. The gas company, the natural gas that comes in your house, not LP, they didn't like it. And they always sent a person out to double check it. Well, Leo, the gas man, he retired. He even put it on the paperwork that I had a wood stove. And they sent him out again to verify. But you need a basement. That way your water pipes will be in the basement. It'll be warm. Or if you build a house with a crawl space where you can get underneath that, insulated your crawl space and your pipes. But here's the problem, people. You all that build homes with a slab, think about it. You got your water lines, your gas line, your sewer line, all underneath that slab. What will happen if your water line was to break underneath that slab, or the gas line gets a hole in it, or your sewer line busted, or whatever? Do you have $20,000 plus where they can dig underneath that foundation? Think before you build your slab home. Do you have the extra money to dig out from underneath the floor to replace what was broken? Or maybe cut a hole in your floor and get it from the top. I want you people to think about it when you build a house. I try to give you good advice. and to help you out. That's what us old people try to do, is help you all out, to teach you stuff, not to hate people. Be polite, be kind to each other. Let's stop this hate. Let's stop this racism. No matter what the color of your skin is, if it's black, Japanese, Korean, or Indonesian, we all got one thing in common: our blood. Our blood is red. It's not black. It's not German. That goes a county truck, but I couldn't say if it was Scott County or Clark County. But I want you all to be safe. If it's real bad snow where you live, you're not going to make it to work. There'd be no school if you got a whole lot of snow. God is telling you something. Stay at home. I hope you got plenty of food in your house. I hope you got a wood stove. God and I and other people want you all to be safe out there. And just be safe. If that snow is that bad as the way they got it around here, the road shut down. Only emergency personnel only. That includes fire department, police, EMT, doctors, nurses. But the nurses can't get to the hospital. The doctors can't get to the hospital. That means the National Guard will be out with the 6x6s or the Hummers to go get them doctors and nurses and take them to the hospital. And I don't know the ambulance. I don't know if they got four-wheel drive vehicles or not. That means the National Guard would have to get to you. Where I live here in the northern part of Clark County, it takes an ambulance 30 minutes to get to me. I'm glad I live close to a fire department, which is a volunteer fire department. They have first responders. That's one reason I chose this house and where it is, because of the fire department. First responders, because of my medical problems. But people, thank you. Help me get my watch hours. You can go into my description. You find my post office box, my Cash App, my PayPal. I appreciate if you can donate. But I guess I'm not a female, because I've seen this idiot. I'm going to call her Turtle Lady. She's in Florida. All kinds of people donate her. I think so far in the last year or so, donate her $100,000. She can't keep her blankety blank mouth shut. Because I'm being honest with you. I'm not lying to you like Turtle Lady is in the bikini state. I'm being honest. I've told you what I want to use that money for. And only a few people got my home address and phone number. I've told you all I need a new computer since I got a new one a year ago, February the 7th. I want to get back on my computer. 1 gigabyte of hard drive, a good graphics card, plenty of RAM. I want to get back into StreamYard. That where I can share you other videos or things on the news videos. I can share that with you. But as right now, I can't. I'm on a cell phone. And, you know, and people where you live, your younger kids in your neighborhood, you've got old people there where you live. God wants you to shovel their either driveway out or clean up around their mailboxes. You don't have to get paid because God will reward you. I know your young kids could use the money, but I want you to be polite, respectful to the old people that can't do it. I can't get out and shovel snow because of my heart problems, my medical problems. I can't do that. But maybe I get a sponsor one day. I like to see Kubota tractor. Was the closest Kubota tractor dealer close to me. It's Jacoby Auto Sales, Salisbury, Indiana, and on Highway 60 and 311 in Salisbury, Indiana, up from RMC Electric Company. I like to see them sponsor me. I know I only got an acre, but I could use something like a 1025 or, but in a Kubota deal with a bucket, a quick connect, graveling hook where I can pick tree limbs up, and a backhoe where I could dig a deeper flower pit. I could clean my driveway off. I would like to have an enclosed cab. That way it can have a heater in it, but that's a bigger model. I don't need nothing that big from Kubota Tractor in Salisbury, Indiana. But thank you all, people. Be back on here tonight, maybe 9 or 10 o'clock. It depends if I have internet. It depends. And it depends how my iPhone will act up. Since it's only got 64 on it, you all know what I'm talking about. iCloud storage, you all waste your money on iCloud storage. You need an app on iPhone that'll clean your cache out and all this out of each app, just like an Android phone does. You can clean all that out on an Android phone. But Apple, they want you to pay for it. They think you're rich. I'm not rich. I'm on a fixed income. Apple, this is to you. You should have an app on your iPhone free of charge, since you charge so much, that'll clean your cache out of each app and clean everything else out of each app. Don't push your iCloud storage. I deleted a bunch of apps that I love. I had games that I play. I had to delete it. But I'm still at 63 point something in that bullcrap you all got on your iPhone.
Channel mode. Some people weren't laying carried away. Charlestown Fire Department, your District 1, Lift Assist, 1391 Monroe Street, Cross Street, Bohart Lane, Carriageway, timeout 11:14.
That's the fire department frequency for Clark County, Indiana. So I salute you people. God bless you. And I want to thank you all that would like to help me grow my YouTube channel, get my watch hours. And I appreciate if you can donate to PayPal or the Cash App or send a cashier's check to my post office box or send hoodies or things for my kitty cat or like license plates that I love Jesus. You know, I got a hat that says I got a heart, love Jesus. I like to have a hoodie that says I love Jesus on front and back. So I want to thank you all beautiful people. I said I wasn't going over an hour. So God bless you all. But people, if you got snow where you're at, like I do, they telling us to stay home. They only want emergency personnel only. You know, that includes police, fire department, EMTs, the National Guard, your doctor. It's deep here, Jacob. It's deep here. It is deep here. It's probably 5 inches. I was trying to find my tape measure, but I can't remember what I done with it. I got 2 tape measures, and I don't know where neither one of them. I always kept them in the kitchen drawer. Come on, Wildcat, you got to move. And I'm gonna get up if I can get up, because I've been sitting up ever since I started this video. Whoa. And I'm going to show you, unplug my phone since I don't need it. Look the red bird. There's a daddy red bird. There's a blue jay. Look at it. Look how bad this snow is. Look behind my car. Look at it. See, I told you, I didn't lie to y'all. I cannot get out of my driveway. I be pushing snow. See, the big birds is dropping bird seed to the ground. And if you see that real fine snow. Real fine snow. As my grandpa and my dad taught me, when it's fine snow like that, it'll snow quite a bit. Like you all know cornflakes cereal. When you get big flakes like that, it won't snow too long. Temperature is about 15 outside. So, thank you, Jacob. I'll be back tonight. If I have internet. So, I want to thank you, beautiful people, for joining me. Joe in the UK, nice to see you here again. I moved my tripod out of the way. I want to thank all your foxy ladies. Some people ask me, will I get married again? The answer is no. The answer is no. I might live with them, but I ain't getting married again. So I want you people have a great Sunday. And if you got snow here in the United States, don't get out. Like here in Indiana and Kentucky, only emergency personnel needs to be out. That means you won't be able to go to work tomorrow at Ford Motor Company. Toyota, which they've got one in Kentucky. And you figure, people, if you order something and it's coming by the post office or UPS or stupid FedEx, as I call them, you better expect delays because of the snow. And like I say, it's a snow emergency here in Indiana and Kentucky. I don't know what the cops will do if they catch you out, maybe give you a ticket. I don't know how that works. But right now in Indiana and Kentucky, emergency personnel only. As I know with my old age, there'll be no school tomorrow here where I live. And in Louisville, Kentucky area, Frankfort, Kentucky. No college in Kentucky, IUS or Ivory Tech or anything like that. They all be closed tomorrow. Probably be closed until Wednesday. So thank you all and goodbye.